I decided to try something extremely crazy. I decided to take on a challenge to take 100,000 naira. I should give myself a last 100,000 naira and try to scale it up to 1,000,000 within 90 days. Crazy, insane. Is it going to be possible? I do not know. I have no idea. Sometimes I thought to myself, why exactly did I even do this in the first place?
Let's be poor. Breathe. Don't suffocate them.
But it's worth trying. Let's see if in this economy a person could afford or gather 100,000 naira here and there. Could it make them a millionaire? They take that 100,000 naira and turn it into 1,000,000. Well, I'm going to be trying and I'm going to be documenting the entire process live, starting from this series. So what are we going to do? Well, in my head, I have a plan. I think I have a plan.
Dissolve! Dissolve. God have mercy upon us.
So I'm going to look at all the skills that I have. I'm going to see which one I'm going to be putting this money in that has the surest bet to bring in and multiplying the money on. I don't think I can change it, flip it directly from 100,000 to 1,000,000, except I want to gamble it. If you have to show us, you can see.
You get it?
But then without that, I think I'm just going to be focusing on multiplying it the right way. So I have a plan and I've structured my plan on my laptop. I'm going to get into it right now and I'm going to explain the process that I have in my head to use for multiplying this money safely and legally also. So we get into the laptop. So here we are, guys, and this is my super secret mission on how exactly I'm going to turn 100k into 1,000,000. A part of me is thinking, send me work, because to be honest, it's not the fact that it is impossible, because I'm curious to know if it is possible, but the fact that it's going to take a lot trying to document the entire process and trying to make it work for everyone to know. But I believe that the result is going to be somewhat eye-opening, because if you're following through on this, I think it will give you a lot of clarity to the fact that you don't need to have everything to start, right? You could have use what you have and try as much as possible to multiply it into something phenomenal. So let's get into it. So this is my slideshow, my presentation for my super secret mission, millionaire mission. I'm going to be a millionaire with 100k that I've given myself for this particular series. This is not the first time that I would make money with money, basically, or scale up this way, but I think this is a lot more precise, and but we're going to see what we have here. So what did I actually plan out? So I put out 3 things that I am good at and I would most likely consider in terms of putting this 100k and what I can use it to do to make a million, right? The first thing is forestry. I put it as the first because, well, there's no reason, in no order, basically. I've actually been to forest trading for a while, and I, somewhat okay, I can say it's something that I could put in money in and risk, flipping it into 1,000,000. But the thing about it is that would be taking a chance, because when it comes to forex, it's highly risky, and you have the possibility of totally losing your money in like it basically vanishes. But when it comes to with this challenge, I do not want to just take one trial and my money entirely vanishes. So with forex trading, I would say it's suitable for something that we're not really going to 10x. We're not going from 100k to 1,000,000, right? That is possible, but it's possible. It comes with its own risk, if you get what I mean, right? So I would most likely just try out something a lot more less risky, that has process, as well as not too slow, but also might not be too fast, because first I could just put the money in and make the 100k in like 30 minutes, and I could put the money in and lose the 100k in less than 5 minutes, or probably like 30 minutes too. But yeah, but that is highly risky, so I might not really consider that. The next is freelancing, right? I could decide to use the money to aid a particular skill, because I have so many skill sets I've learned, and you could learn from this as well. If you have a skill set, you could use whatever money you have to aid the skill and try to find clients, maybe because I do a lot of things: UI, UX design, copywriting, video editing, pretty much good at a lot of things. So, but then I will be trading my time for money. So I will try to be looking for a lot of people. Let's say I'm going to look for, people who are going to do designs or something, maybe 100 people to work with, or like 30, is it 30, 50? If I'm doing 20,000, I need like 50 people in the next 3 months. That could actually work, right? That could actually work. But I'll be trading time for money. And to be honest, this challenge is not the only thing I'm doing. I'm running a full-fledged business and company, right? So I really don't think I have the time to trade time for money at this particular point. So I'd rather just use the money to work. So my meetup, especially with time constraints, might not meet up basically, right? So, but if you're starting out and you have that time behind you, you could use it to even raise the first capital that you need to, now use that money to make more money. But this challenge, I want to use my money to make more money. So I would go for this last option, which is e-commerce. So e-commerce basically is what I've been doing also for years now, right? And it involves, selling products as the name implies. So I feel like the best bet is to bet on, a certain product and try to use the money to buy them and try to sell them for a profit and repeat that maybe 2 to 3 times and see if we're going to be able to hit 1 million. I think it's less time constraint, right? And basically it is medium to low risk, right? It's not low risk, but where I say low risk, if you have the proper knowledge and the right skill, is that when you buy a product, you have your product. So the risk is only if you buy products that people are not buying, right? It's not like Forex where your money goes and you cannot really find where it is, right? But Forex is good if you are not looking for big returns, to be honest. If you have a big capital, let's say I have 1 million and I'm trying to make 100k from 1 million, that's way more easier with trading, right? But with e-commerce, I want to go with that. So I have the proper knowledge and I have the right skill set, so I can bet more on products, right? It could be what I will send as my army to help me to try to make more money rather than trying to send using my time or services. So with that, what are the things I want to do now? So my first to do is going to be to find a product Nigerians would like, right? And that is one thing that I would consider doing now. Since I'm betting on using products, getting products that will be high in demand, and trying to sell those products as quick as possible and rinse and repeat till when I can roll over 100,000 into 1 million. So the first task will be finding a product the insurance will like, finding the products that they will most possibly want to buy. I have other tasks, but this is going to be the first thing. I'm going to be unveiling them in the course of the series. So how would I be doing this? Basically, I'm going to be using AliExpress to do that. So I'm going to be going through AliExpress, trying to scroll, and I'm going to be updating you guys if I find anything that interests me, that I want to see and test out. And I will try to tell you guys what reason and why exactly I will pick that specific product for what I will be putting my money in for me to, scale up or flip the first 100,000. All right. So we're going to be jumping into AliExpress. So guys, we are here on AliExpress. Why exactly did I choose AliExpress? To be honest, is because of the fact that the easiest way to find a product that people are going to, buy. 2 ways actually that I could do this. I could source it from AliExpress, which, because of the fact that I don't have much capital, I could get more products cheaper, right? That's sourced from China basically. Or I could source from Nigeria using platforms like Gigi, right, to just buy cheap from suppliers here and sell. That one I will not have to wait for a long shipping time. So we're going to see which one is viable depending on the products I find. If I could find something in Nigeria, I will do that. If I can't, I'm going to source from China. But for me to get ideas, basically I would use AliExpress to get ideas. So what I do right now, or what I'm going to do right now, is just I'm going to doom scroll. So basically what that means is I'm going to keep on scrolling everything that is on here till I find something that works. So I'm not going to put you guys through the stress of watching me doom scroll, but I'm going to try as much as possible to just go through different products and see what exactly I can find. But when I find something, I'm going to be updating you guys on what exactly I find. So I'm going to be heading into my laptop and doing product research. I'm going to be trying to find a product that I can buy with that 100,000 naira that I can sell and possibly multiply the money as quick as possible. I'm going to be showing you guys also throughout the process what I found, and we're going to be seeing the process. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Poof, I'm anxious at the end of the day, but if I succeed, I get to keep 1 million. That sounds better. So see you guys in the next one.